I'm in misery. I'm not asking for no sympathy. But if it's not asking too much, please send me someone to love. Just because I'm in misery, I'm not asking for no sympathy. But if it's not asking too much, please send me someone to love.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Artichoke. My name's Jillian. I'll be your MC and your host for the night. And I'm just going to give a few housekeeping things before we welcome up our amazing act for the night. Number one, I just want to let everybody know that we have we have 3 bathrooms, one here in the venue, and then one at the back of the store, and one up the stairs. We do ask that while the performance is going on, you don't use this bathroom for obvious reasons. So if you could just excuse yourself out the back curtains and go to either of the 2 bathrooms there back by the store, that would be great. Our other thing is, because we are live streaming and we have such a great crowd tonight, we ask that you turn your phones off now and turn them all the way off if you can. It's never fun to be the person whose phone is going off in the show. And just one last thing, because Artichoke, if you didn't know, is a 501c3 nonprofit, and we are open to taking donations at any point. And we do like to say we just got brand new seats here. Yeah. They're really comfy, like big movie theater seats. And we really wanted to give that to you to make you guys comfortable. And so if you're really loving the seats or you really love your experience, we ask that if you're interested, you could always offer to donate your seat, which is $60. They're all $60 a piece. So if you're interested at all, you can come find me, Jillian, anywhere. I'll be running around. I'm in a very obvious dress, so just flag me down, and and I'd be willing to help you. And without any further ado, I would like to introduce our 2 incredible artists that we have tonight, Carla Sciaky and Mary Flower. Please give it up for them.
How's everybody? Good. We're so happy you're here. I was trying to figure out upstairs how long I've known my old friend, not that she's old, Carla Sciaky, and we figured out it was 146 years.
Minus a century.
Or was that 46 years?
Oh, yeah.
It was 46. Late one night in the pale moonlight, all the vegetables put on a spree. They put out a sign that says the dancing's at 9. All the admissions are free. There were peas and beans and carrots and greens, strangest sight you ever did see. And when Mr. Cucumber struck up that number, you should have heard those vegetables scream. Well, that little turnip top was doing the backwards flop. Cabbage shook the shimmy, she could not stop. The little red beet shook its feet, and the watermelon died of the cockeyed heat. And that old tomato agitator shook the shimmy with the sweet potato. Old man garlic dropped dead of the colic down at the barnyard dance. That's right, down at that barnyard dance. All dance now. Corn put a red dress on, and that Chinese cabbage tried to kick the gong. You should have seen that French green bean when that chili pepper punched out the black-eyed pea, and that old zucchini, such a meanie, picked a fight with a kosher weenie. He said, "No meat allowed, honey. This is a vegetable crowd. I believe it's vegan." Ah, yes. Down at that barnyard dance this evening, at the barnyard, yeah, 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 at the barnyard dance. True story there. Thank you.
Well, it's sweet to see everybody here. Thank you all for making yourselves part of this evening with that. Mary and I haven't sung together for a little tiny stint in a bigger group in 2019.
The Mother Folkers.
The Mother Folkers.
The most carefully pronounced name in show
Show
business.
business, yeah. We had bumper stickers. I have one. Do you still have a bumper sticker?
Yeah.
And this is a song actually we used to play together back in the 80s, I think. I am a lover of what Mary Stribling used to call, our friend Mary Stribling used to call the slash your wrist love songs. And Kathy DeFrancis, who was in the Mother Folkers with us as well, passed away a few years ago. And she used to say that doesn't matter how a relationship ends so long as you get a good song out of it. So
True.
I actually got this song and the relationship, so yeah, I scored.
This is my favorite song of Carla's. It's always been my favorite song. On her first vinyl album that was, wow.
1982.
Yeah, barely remember it. Remember this
I hope
song?
you remember it tonight.
I
yeah.
do too. You and me both.
Oh yeah.
I have my cape.
You want
that
this one?
have.
Yeah. Right.
That will work better.
I guess we should say the name. It's called Bouncing Back, and it's on. You can find it on Spotify. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Can I help it if I'm not bouncing back? Well, baby, I'm trying. I keep finding that I'm just losing track. Oh, there's no denying how much you meant to me. So I tell myself over and over again, time will heal our wounds. Can I help it if I'm not bouncing back? Promise me that there's more to life than this. I wake up each morning, face a blanket of aching emptiness. Oh, I had no warning that it would be like this. So I tell myself over and over again, time will heal our wounds. Can I help it if I'm not bouncing back? In the morning and in the afternoon, and as the day is still fading, random moments reminding me of you. Honey, you're still parading through all my waking dreams. Still I tell myself over and over again, time will heal our wounds. no denying how much you meant to me. So I tell myself over and over again, time will heal all wounds. Can I help it if I'm not bouncing back? Thanks. Thank you.
We've borrowed a guitar from the shop in there, and Gary at the soundboard was nice enough to change the strings. Thank you. And
it's for sale here, if you want a guitar.
We had like a mini pearl tag hanging off it, but it got moved. So, what's next?
I don't know. You get to pick.
I think I'll do a little solo. We're going to mix
Sounds
it up
good.
here, and I'm going to play you a little ragtime piece. I have this big jazz thing coming up. Do you all know about the Portland Jazz Composers Ensemble? It's coming up at the beginning of the Montevilla Jazz Festival on a Friday night at Alberta Rose, and they have arranged 7 of my songs, 7 different arrangers, so I'll be playing with them, hopefully. And this is one of the ones we're going to do. Co-written by both of our old friend Pat Donahue in Minneapolis, who's a great finger picker. Is that on? I guess it's on, yeah. And when Pat got together with me and said, this is a song I wrote, it's called Mary's Rag. And I thought, okay, I guess I better learn it. So I didn't have any choice, so here we go. Don't try that at home.
So I put out a new album for the first time in 30 years in the fall. And it's called Heart of the Swan. And a lot of people have asked me, like, why a swan? The swan kind of emerged as I was recording the album, because I realized that actually there's either a swan or a bird like a swan in 3 of the songs, and I hadn't put that together till we were kind of going through all the themes. And some people, do you know what you're going to name an album when you first start it? I never know.
Never know. I don't know what to name the songs.
Exactly. I used to always call it Carla's new song, my new song, but then I had to name it when I wrote the next one. So I used to tour all over the country, and in the mid-'90s, I kind of hit a wall in a lot of aspects in my life, and so I went off the road, and I had just kind of debuted a new song that I had written, and to a whole bunch of radio DJs, folk radio DJs, at a conference, and I finished singing the song for them to get their reaction, and there was this like silence, and they wanted to be polite, but they were like, I don't think I could play that song. And I was like, okay. And one of them said, I really like this one line of the song. And that was sort of part of my just like, I can't do this anymore, because I had just poured myself into this song for 6 months, and it expressed where I was in this life journey, which isn't always pretty. And now the DJs were saying, yeah, I don't think I could ever play that song. I can tell you that now they are playing it. So things have happened in 30 years, thank God. And so I felt like that was my swan song. So in case you don't know, I don't know how many species of swans this is true for, but they don't open their mouth. There is no sound that comes out of these species of swan until they are dying. And then there's one cry. And so that's where the term, the swan song, came from, was this, it's your last song, and then you're dead. So
Don't do that tonight.
Not planning to.
Carla didn't mention that she and Dan had 2 children in that 30-year period, who are now playing classical violin all over the country. One just played at Royal Albert Hall. We watched some of that last night.
That was really fun to watch.
All played at the big
they played at Carnegie
everywhere.
and everywhere. So anyway, I did not ever plan to write another song, and then about 10 years later, this song poured out. So it refers to the swan song that I had sung. I'm talking to the muse in this song. No, I'm done. I fired you. I am done. And the title of the song is Too Easy to Break. And it's too easy to break, like it's too easy to break my heart, but it's also too easy to break, like breaking a wild horse. I abandoned the muse long ago. No more the riffs and rhymes to scroll across my paper. The strings untouched by fingertips and bow. I turn to nurse the fruits of other labors. And a timeless old rhythm rock me now, just as I rock the baby in the cradle. My fingers tied the bows on shoes and gowns. There were rhymes at play and grace at the table. Oh, I dreamed of the muse now and then, glad to be free from that siren on my shoulder. nevermore to bow so helpless in her wind. For I cut the bond forever when I told her what's done is done. Hear the song of this one. Oh, your spark, it is too hard on a heart, and my heart is too easy to break. Oh, life with the muse once seemed so grand. Her glory and her grace did so seduce me. I heard her voice and felt her guiding hand, and eagerly I met the call to duty. To begin with, the verses flowed like milk. I found it child's play to write for love or banter. But in time my pen took on a painful tilt, in collusion with the muse, that mighty master. For the bard betrays a truth that must be told, and it bruises ever deeper for the telling, until I, the slave indentured to that code, did banish the muse, her womb and wellspring. What's done is done. By declaration of this one. Oh, your spark is too hard on a heart, and my heart is too easy to break. She is clever, and she keeps a watchful eye, and she has patience beyond human abiding. Absent all these years, and then, to my surprise, in recent weeks she's sitting right beside me. She has watched as my pen has scrawled these words, watched the ink filigree portray my toil for beauty. She has watched the lick of tears that smudged and blurred all these phrases welling up so resolutely. Can't she see that I am bound in frets and wire, that my captivity is forged from fierce devotion? How many tears to quench a raging fire, and thimbles full of words to fill an ocean? What's done? Oh, the harder begs the swan. This spark, it offers no pardon to my Thank you.
So we can get the,
Yeah.
so we need one chord.
One chord.
Well, it seems like this might be the animal part of the show.
Love it.
So
Yeah. This is a very different species.
yeah, I'll send this one out to my son Jesse. Some of you know Jesse. He plays with a band called Jackstraw.
Yeah.
And this is a song about something he did when he was about 5 or 6 years old, and something he found. And it's a whole story song. And Carla and I sang this with the Mother Folkers, and somehow I submitted it to our Arts Council when I lived back in Denver, and I got a big fat grant or like a fellowship or something,
Yeah.
which was really nice. And this is something totally different here.
Yeah. You won the fellowship at the expense of your family pet. Not really. I'm sort of stretching it.
I get it. How about an F minor? Is that really, that's asking too much, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh, whoops, it's dropped D.
No, I tuned it. I think. Yeah.
Does that feel good?
It's called The Ballad of the Exiled Reptile. It was down south in New Mexico, the air was hot and dry. I was watching all the longhorn graze when something caught my eye. Crawling in between the rocks and moving pretty slow. Pointed tail and big bug eyes. It was the lowly horny toad. Well, in the pickup truck that day, he joined our family. But hopping in a shoebox began to hurt his knees. So a fancy cage all made of glass became his modern home. We all called him Spike because he had very sharp bones. He dined on worms and grasshoppers of the finest brand. And when the sun went down, he'd disappear into the sand. He dreamed of senoritas back in old New Mexico. He longed for living free and clean. He wished he could hop home. Well, the months passed by and Spike grew still. His skin was turning green. His webbed feet were peaked. His eyes were looking mean. Those worms were dying round his feet. We pleaded, "Eat up, Spike." And I'd never seen a horny toad go on a hunger strike. We called the veterinarian, we even called the zoo. And everybody said that there was nothing we could do. Tears were shed, farewells were said. Spike was cold as stone. And at 6 o'clock on Sunday night, he left his earthly home. Well, a humble grave was dug way out behind the garden corn. We dusted off the bugle, and a round of taps were done. That paper bag was gently lowered into the cold, cold ground. And the only sound was the shovel that dug the dirt that formed the mound. Well, you can catch a bird and you can keep him in a cage.
You can move a person no matter what his age.
But I have learned this lesson and I've got it down quite pat. Never remove a horny toad from his natural habitat. That's like a really long joke for one little punchline. You gotta wait and wait and wait. But wait, there's more. What you gonna do?
Thank you.
I'm so sad after that song. I just could barely function.
We had several die at our house.
Oh, good. Did you ever have a hamster go down the heat duct?
Oh my God.
Have to take apart the furnace to get the hamster out. That was fun.
All right. This is a song. So I told you about the song that had taken me 6 months to write, that the DJs kind of found overwhelming. And that one, I don't think I'm going to sing it tonight, but it's called Better Than This, and it's on the new album. But this song I started in the late 90s, and I wasn't ready to finish it. So it actually didn't get finished until 2016. So far, that's the record for me, and I really hope that's it. I'd have to live a long time to break that record, I think. So this song is everything on the album for me is now about taking what's hard and then turning it into how we grow. And it turned out unknowingly. I mean, I did not pick the swan on purpose like that, but once I did some research, I found that the swan in many cultures actually is the symbol for transformation. And so I'm looking for the redemptive or the transformational quality in what I'm experiencing, and it seems like that's what my songs have often brought. So this is a song that it's called Something, and it's the whole story of that kind of redemption. I lost something and I don't know what it is. All I know is I've been searching for something in the memory of shadows and the dawning on the day. I lost something I can barely remember, though I know well the life of yearning for something like an angel in a dream to illuminate the way. Give me something I can tether to my heart. Give me something I can whisper in the dark. Give me something that cannot fall apart. Something. There were some things gave me suckle like a baby, comfort in the hollowness of hunger. It gave me something till it soured and it crumbled into crack and decay. For there's some things haul you to it like a magnet, make you bow your head and tremble, leave you nothing but the brokenness of kneeling, too hopeless to pray. Give me something I can cradle in my hand. Give me something I can write upon the sand. Give me something so my weary legs can stand. Something. We all lost something, and it's quite the hero's journey. to glean from the losing. I tell you this with ruby slippers on my feet. I had it all along the way. For there's something makes me rise up every morning, makes me holler to the heavens. There is something past the emptiness of nothing. You can listen in its wake. Here is something that can warm me to my bone. Here is something I can sing when I'm alone. It is something to melt a heart of stone. Something. Thank you.
It's a nest of chords up here.
Yes. Tangled web we weave, yeah.
When Carla was touring, she actually played in Portland at the original Artichoke Music on Hawthorne. And we have somebody to thank for that because the owner of that store at the time, Kate and Steve, I believe Kate's here tonight. Are you, Kate, somewhere by the sound deck? Is she here? Well, she said she was going to be here. She's in trouble now. Maybe she couldn't get it. Maybe she couldn't get a ticket because it was sold out. No. Maybe she's late. But anyway, those were great days. I played there before I even moved to Portland, and it was a wonderful experience, and it still is. Let's see. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Let's see. I'm thinking. I'll do. I have to retune though, and I love tuning, and I know it's your favorite part of the show as well as mine. So I'll do it as quickly as I can. There's one. Here's the second one.
I didn't even bring any jokes or anything.
No jokes?
No.
How many guitar players have we in the audience tonight, by the way? There's one very shy one right there, and a couple back
many.
there, yeah. I know there are more than that.
Yeah. They're closet guitar players.
I'm going into a G suspended tuning, in case you're curious. There's the note. There we go. This one called Trip Around the Sun. Do you ever have those? I had one that... Yeah, I think this was written on my trip around the sun.
we're going to do one more song, and then we'll take a break, and kind of tight quarters, but there are CDs in the back. And also, do you have an email list for people to sign?
No, I don't do email lists anymore. They
do,
can go to my
so you
website
can-
if they want, if they would like to be on my email list.
You heard that? Yeah. But I have one if you want to, if there's a pencil or,
You think you're better because you have an email
No, I
list?
think I'm more old-fashioned. I'm feeling shame.
I'll sign your email
Oh,
list.
thanks. You're already on it. So we're going to do a song, While Mary Tunes. This is a song written by our dear friend Pete Sutherland, who passed away a couple years ago. And he had been my producer of the, I think, 3 different albums that I did back in the 90s. And he was actually going to be a part of this Heart of the Swan album, and he passed away. So one of the songs on the album was written by Pete, and it tells the story, which he remembered from 4th grade history. He grew up in Vermont, and when, in 4th grade you study your state's history, and he studied Vermont history and learned about this time in the 1800s, 1816, which actually extended into 1817, which followed the explosion or eruption of a volcano in Indonesia, I think it was, in 1815. And it was the one more of a series of volcanic eruptions that filled the atmosphere with so much ash and debris that it actually blotted out enough of the sun that the summer of 1816 never happened. And so it would warm up and people would plant their crops starting in April all across the northern strip of the United States and also all across Europe. You can go online and look up either this, I can't remember what they call it, the summer that never came, but it's also 1800 and froze to death is what they called it. So many people starved to death because there were no crops. So they planted in April, and then there was a freeze in May. And then they planted again in May, and then there was a freeze in June, and so on, all the way through. So this story is of a particular man in Vermont who lived in a valley, and the valley was sheltered from the cold enough that for one freeze that summer in 1816, his crops lived. And when he saw that all these people in the town were starving, he said, I will not sell my crops for money. Anybody who has no money to buy food can come and take what they need. And so he saved the town. And I love singing this song now because I think part of what is happening now is we're finding that squire in us. We're finding what we can save. And, what town we can save, what village we can save in this time. And we all would hope that we are that person when it happens. So it's been super fun working this up with Mary.
Are you going out to the merch table after?
I will
this
go
during
out
break?
to the merch
I
table.
will go out there
after.
too,
Okay.
bravely. I wanted to mention also, I've brought some copies of a new book that I'm in that's all about ragtime guitar, put out by the acoustic guitar people. And it's a pretty wonderful book. I have 3 pieces in that if you read tablature or music or whatever. And I have some cards. Do any of you have a friend who, or somebody you live with maybe, who you wish was a better guitar player than they are?
Mary's a
Because
teacher.
in October, we have our Blues in the Gorge going on our 13th year, which is a 5-day guitar. You just get to play for 5 days, take classes, go to jam sessions, have concerts, all of that. It's really fun. It's up at Manuka on the Columbia River Gorge. So please take a card and give it to your friend that needs to get better. And I have CDs, and Carla's new CDs. Might I recommend that? It's absolutely gorgeous, The Heart of a Swan.
Thank
You know, I
you.
was at a restaurant the other day. I saw that on the menu. But I didn't get it.
It's a delicacy, yeah. Darn, I was going to say one more thing. Oh, wait, is Ian out there? Oh, darn.
These
okay.
people, they just don't show up.
Yeah. I used to sing this song too. He was in my younger kids' class growing up, and I used to sing this to them when they were in 3rd grade, and they loved this song. So, okay, you ready?
Yeah.
In the time of the sorrowful famine year, when the crops were scanty and bread was dear, the good squire's fertile and sheltered farm in his valley nestled secure from harm. When the summer winds blew with an icy breath in 1800 and froze to death. And the buyers gathered with eager greed to speculate on the poor man's need. But the good squire said, "This is all in vain. No one with money can buy my grain. But those who are hungry may come and take their ample store for the giver's sake." That good old man to his rest is gone, but his fame still lingers in the golden corn. When every year in its ripening grain his grand old story is told again. How the summer winds blew with an icy breath in 1800 and froze to death. How the summer winds blew with an icy breath in 1800 and froze to death. Thank you. We'll be back in a few minutes.
Thank you so much. Carla Sciaky.
Mary Flower.
I'm in misery. I'm not asking for no sympathy. But if it's not asking too much, please send me someone to love.
I was having so much fun, I forgot I was working. This isn't work, is it? Not really.
Well, it does demand something.
See?
And we chose to do it. That's correct. Wow, this is a song that was written, I think, in the 1920s by a guy named Blind Alfred Reed. There's a lot of irony here because he's actually referring to something that he could only be able to, you would have to be able to see to judge it. And he was named Blind Alfred Reed. But it's social commentary. And then this version was rewritten by a guy, Dave Aikman. Is that right? String Bean.
Oh.
He was, I think, in the 40s. And I used to sing this. I mean, people, it's hopefully funny. And my dad found this song for me when I first started being a solo singer. Excuse me. And I didn't love all of my dad's suggestions, but this one was a real hit. And I used to sing it to a lot of people in old folks' homes and senior centers and stuff. And then people would come up to me afterwards and tell me their story. It's called Don't Bob Your Hair, Girl. And women would come up and tell me stories from in these nursing homes of how they'd been kicked out of their house. They came home with their hair bobbed and got kicked out by their dad. So, glad that doesn't happen anymore. And also, wow, thanks to them. Like, my grandmother was a suffragette, and now we get to vote, Yay.
Wow, yeah. And I have to mention Blind Alfred Reed, which a lot of you sing in your little song circles.
And it's also often sung in the key of C, so it's really easy to forget which song we're doing. Why do your hair, girl? It doesn't look so nice. It's just to keep in fashion. It's not the Lord's advice. And every time you bob it, you're breaking God's command. You cannot bob your hair, girl, and reach the glory land. Why do you bob your hair, girl? It is an awful shame to rob the head God gave you and wear the flapper's name. You've taken off your covering. It is an awful sin. Don't ever bob your hair, girl. Short hair belongs to men. Why do you bob your hair, girl? It doesn't look so nice. It's just to keep in fashion. It's not the Lord's advice. And every time you bob it, you're breaking God's command. You cannot bob your hair, girl, and reach the glory land. Hey, Mary, take it. Why do you bob your hair, girl? It's not the thing to do. Just wear it always plaited, and to the Lord be true. And when before the judgment you meet your Lord up there, He'll say, well done, my woman, you never bobbed your hair. Why do you bob it's just to keep in fashion. It's not the Lord's advice. And every time you bob it, you're breaking God's command. You cannot bob your hair, girl, and reach the glory land.
Let that be a lesson.
Amen. What do you do?
One kind favor.
Okay.
One kind favor I ask. See that my grave is kept clean. I believe this is Blind Lemon Jefferson. They say to have a believable blues stage name, you need the name of an affliction, a fruit, and a president. He had all three, so. One kind favor I ask of you is one kind favor I ask of you. Oh, one kind favor I ask of you. See that my grave is kept clean. Heart stopped beating and my hands got cold. Heart stopped beating and my hands got cold. Heart stopped beating now, you know my hands, they got cold. It's a long, hard way and I hate to go. Well, you dig my grave with a silver spade. Dig my grave with a silver spade. Dig my grave now with a silver spade. You can lower me down with a golden chain. 6 white horses in a line. 6 white horses in a line. 6 white horses in a line. Carry me to my burying ground. One kind favor I ask of you. One kind favor I ask of you. One kind favor I ask of you. See that my grave is kept clean. you.
Here it is. So for a long time, folk music has been connected with protest songs, and I really stayed away from them. I think when I was first starting on guitar, I didn't know they were protest songs. That referred to the thing in the news. And then in 2018, when the shooting happened at Pittsburgh Synagogue, I read that a guy I know, a rabbi that I know, who actually lives near here, was in Pittsburgh. He was supposed to attend bar mitzvah that morning in that synagogue, and he overslept. And he quick texted his friend and said, I'm running late. And the guy said, go ahead and come, just come late. So he got dressed and ran over, and as he was approaching the building, he heard the shots inside. And it just got me on a personal level. Like he's not a close friend, but he's somebody I know, and I sing one of his prayers, and I suddenly was just gripped with this question of, like, Robert Bowers was the shooter, right? And it was like, Mr. Bowers, what were you thinking? And then I thought, like, really, what was he thinking? And so all day these questions churned, and I finally just wrote the song as a letter to him. How you lived your life in your middle-class apartment, saying hello to your neighbors. Think you'd brilliant solution. Dear Mr. Bowers, I am trying to imagine you that morning as you rose up from your bed and stepped into the shower. Did your eyes meet your reflection there in the mirror? And as you drove across the town, what song were you singing? Dear Mr. Bowers, I really cannot fathom what moved through you as you stepped into the temple and you raised your mighty weapon, filled with fervent desperation to do harm unto others. Had no one ever taught you the golden rule? Dear Mr. Bowers, did you look into their faces as they fell? Did the stopping of their life force quell the aching in your heart? Did such power soothe your loneliness and fear and anger? Did you think you'd win the war that is raging inside you? Well, some of us use guns, and some of us use words, and both can be used as weapons. So I place upon the altar this tune wrapped up in chords as my prayer and my offering of peace. Dear Mr. Bowers, I hope that I can make this message clear. I refuse to call you evil. I will not feed that beast of hate, 'cause it's hatred, not us, that is the true enemy. So may some bridge of grace and the light that's in our eyes show the way toward healing for us all.
Pass the guitar around. Well, that was pretty sad. Yeah, it's hard to follow. Gosh, what should I do after that? Had some hard days out in the pouring rain. Yeah, hard days out in the pouring rain. I didn't have nobody now, ain't that a crying shame? Hard days, no place to go. Yes, hard days, said no place to go. That man I've been loving put me out in the ice and snow. Hard days, yeah, hard days. ice and snow. Hard days out in the pouring rain. Yeah, hard days in the pouring rain. Didn't have nobody now, ain't that a crying shame? It's a Muddy Waters tune, and I sort of did my own arrangement with it, but what did he know about the rain anyway? He should have come to Portland. Poem, I was thinking of that one, but yeah, I don't care. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it. Thanks.
What do I play on this? Play this.
Oh, you play that one.
Oh boy.
It used to be that you had to have people come into your studio to record on your album, but now you can just send a file on a computer across the world. So even though Mary lives here and I live in outside of Denver, when I was recording the album, I sent this song to her, and she came up with this brilliant dobro part.
We'll see if she can remember it.
We'll see if she can. Love how you speak of yourself in third person.
It's in G, right? This also has Molly O'Brien, the great Molly O'Brien is singing on this. It's kind of great to have the three of us, just three of us on this song, right?
And a bass player.
And a bass player.
And a bass player. This is a song I co-wrote with Celeste Krenz, who lives in Nashville, and it's describing, you know, we all know her, and some of us are her, this woman that is needs all the appearances to be good, and inside there's some breaking going on. So here's Mrs. Carlton.
Though the day is warm and sunny, though the sky is clear and blue, though the grass is groomed and green and flowers bloom in every hue, though outside shows a perfect picture, and from her smile you cannot tell, Mrs. Carlton does not feel too well. Oh, her rooms are large and lovely. Yes, she keeps a perfect house, and she keeps herself so busy with her children and her spouse. Though outside she paints a perfect picture, and from her smile you'd never know, Mrs. Carlton has been feeling low. Mrs. Carlton is so careful, everything is in its place. The books upon the coffee table, silk flowers in the porcelain vase, the shade of lipstick which she painted, and the smile upon her face hides the color of her fear that she's not good enough. Nothing's ever good enough. See the princess in her story with no life beyond the page. See the bird upon her perch, so safe within her gilded cage. Outside she sees a world of things that she cannot control. Mrs. Carlton cannot be consoled. Mrs. Carlton is so worried something might be out of place. She dusts the books upon the table, fluffs the flowers in the vase, checks the lipstick which she painted on that smile upon her face, but nothing hides her growing fear that she's not good enough. It will never be enough. Don't you wish she'd shed the tears to wash away her sad disguise? Don't you wish her pretty smile could shine within and light her eyes? That outside the sun could warm her heart and give her strength to try. Listen, did you hear her caged heart sigh? Mrs. Carlton, spread your wings and fly. Oh, Mary, that's just so gorgeous.
Whoa. Thank you. Got lucky some of the time. Yeah, let's do something together. Let's do C.C. Ryder about. So one of the oldest songs that I do, done by Ma Rainey, who was one of the more popular classic blues women of the 30s. And Carla's going to play some fiddle and sing, I think. Oh, we might have some words here somewhere. Let's see. Are they there? This is a very slick operation.
I am. Really polished actor.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Okay, good. Still, I'm good.
Let's see. Oh, I'm so unhappy. How does this go? I'm really unhappy.
It's
I can't remember how the intro goes, but we'll just skip that.
okay. That's fine.
Because I don't usually sing it anyway, but there are the words. I
Just jump in. Yeah.
Okay, never mind. We'll just start the song. Oops. Let's do that again. C.C. Ryder, I see what you done. You made me love you, now your gal has come. You made me love you, now your gal has come. And I'm going away, baby, I won't be back till fall. Said I'm going away, won't be back till fall. If I can't find me a good man, I won't be back at all. You say no more potatoes, you know the frost has killed the vine, and the blues ain't nothing but a good man on your mind. You know the blues ain't nothing but a good man on your mind. Oh, play one. Lord, I'm gonna buy me a pistol. As long as I am tall, I'm gonna shoot that man, catch a cannonball. If he won't have me, he won't have no gal at all. That's just mean, isn't it? See, rider, see what you done. You made me love you, now your gal has come. Yes, you made me love you, now your gal has come. How'd you like that string tuning thing that went on in the middle of that? That was good. That was an oops moment.
By the way, thanks to Gwen and Royce for donating the borrowing of this violin. Thank you.
Okay. Let's see. What you feel like? I'm going to do a wake. Okay. No, sort of. Yeah. Are you having fun yet, everybody? Okay.
We're so glad you're here.
Just getting warmed up, so we'll be done by the time we're really warmed up. So.
That's always how it is. And you go, oh, right, I could have said this. I spent probably the last 6 years of my touring career when I was really actively out there fighting. I don't know what word to use there. Put a verb, insert a verb, and then I'll end it with depression. And I hid it because I didn't want any of the thoughts that anybody might have if they knew. And people, I mean, like friends like Mary knew, but I really, even after I wrote this song, which was the kind of the first wave of coming out of it, I never said on stage the word depression. I said, this was like a dark time, or, you know, I kind of neutralized it. And now, man, I just want to claim it. It's like it is not a monster. It is just a sign that something is mismatched in there. And it feels a whole hell of a lot better to get rematched up with yourself, which is what it takes to come out. So this was, as I say, the first wave of coming out and kind of my first triumph song. So it's the title song of the album that came out 30 years before the Swan album. This one's called Awakening.
I feel a shifting in my soul. I have no strength to defy it. A river out of control, and I tumble inside it. It's like an earthquake within. The earth tilts as it spins. I curse as I swim. The shifting in my soul, it's called awakening. I had been walking in my sleep, although I did not know it. For denial ran deep while the cannons were loaded. The battle stole away my rest. Depression held me to her breast. Oh, what a bitter caress. No more walking in my sleep. I was awakening. I cannot say that I am glad for all the pain and the anguish, but I am grateful for the path. It gave my heart a new language. I learned the power of friends, and in a chain of many hands I can dance my own dance as I follow this path of awakening. I used to live life in my head, proud of intellect and judgment. But now I turn my trust instead to my heart and my conscience. Oh, change is frightening, but as I raise my voice to sing, I feel a marvelous thing. I am joining humankind. I am awakening. I am joining humankind. I am awakening. Thank you.
Wow. I have no idea what I'm going to do. Anyone out there have a song they'd like to hear that they think I might know or that I know? It'd be better if I know.
Oh my God, I do, but I can't remember the name of it.
I'm
Shoot.
not sure I'm taking
I should go back there. Yeah. I'm in the room.
Okay.
I could go back and look
Okay.
through all the albums and find it.
Oh, no. I've probably forgotten it if it's some old album. What, are you causing a ruckus? What's going on?
They seem to know you pretty well, Mary.
I think I played at their wedding. Yeah, I know.
So maybe they
Oh, no. Well, listen, if you have to think that hard, no, never mind. I have songs. I know I have
She
songs.
does. There's a list here.
Yeah, let's see. How about, yeah, I have some on the list here. See if I can remember this. I'm trying to practice some of these instrumentals for the big jazz thing that's happening later in the month. And this is a song I wrote for a wonderful friend, Woody Mann, who passed in the last year or so. And Woody was a guitar instructor. More than that, I mean, a great musician. Studied with Reverend Gary Davis. His parents would take him to Gary Davis's house in Queens, New York, every Saturday when he was in high school, and he studied or took Gary Davis, who was blind, to a festival or cooked with Annie, his wife, or, you know, shared their life. He was a great guy, and I miss him. And this is a song, a little instrumental. It's called Song for Woody.
Should we do this and then you have an okay.
Let's see.
I think that's when you use that one, yeah. This is a song that I learned from hearing Pete Sutherland do it, but he didn't write it. The words were written by Longfellow, the poet Longfellow, and it's a much longer poem called Psalm of Life. And I love that he, and I think I used the capo for this one. Oh, I've got the capo. Longfellow was teaching a class at, I think Harvard is where he taught, on Goethe. And he came out of that class one night so overcome with like inspiration and just brimming over with this emotion that he couldn't contain, and he went home and he wrote Psalm of Life. And a century later, a man named Lotus Dickey, who was kind of discovered like in his 70s, I think, in Indiana. He'd been collecting songs forever, and he took several verses from the Psalm of Life and put them to a hymn tune, and came out with this song. And so Pete Sutherland studied with Lotus Dickey because he was quite a folkloric find and he started touring in his 80s. And then he died, I think, in his 90s. So we got him for a short time. The folk world got him for a short time.
He's a really prolific guy. He was in Bloomington, Indiana, which is where the biggest ethnomusicology school is in the country, I think. And they really they found a gem.
Yeah, they really did. Mary did a song of his years ago, Blues on Monday or something like that. Yeah, yeah, really cool. So here's Psalm of Life. And this is a great sing-along. So do you have something to do after this? Do you have a song to do
sleep?
after this?
Go to sleep? You mean?
I mean, should we
after this?
say thank you or like?
Maybe. I'll think about it.
I'm going to say I'll thank you now then, because I don't know what Mary's going to do after this song.
Yeah, I don't know either, actually. Do you have something you'd like to do after this?
No, I'd like to do this.
This could be our last song of the night.
That's why I was
asking. Let's just make it that.
Okay.
I really want to. I said this is a really tight act.
Wait,
so
we didn't.
We're going to Vegas next after this. I can't wait. The Sphere. We're going to play the Sphere in Vegas. We're going to open for the Grateful Dead.
We also I didn't even look at the clock when we started this set. So anyway, This is our last song. So thank you. Thank you so much for coming. And thank you. Mary has a whole list of people to thank, right?
Oh, I do? Oh,
yeah.
Wow. I wrote them
that
down.
was a cue.
I really want to thank our friends out there who couldn't get in, but they're watching the show from their Barco loungers with a beer in one hand, ice cold beer. And we want to say hi to our friend Harry in Denver who's watching. We all grew up at the Denver Folklore Center with Harry, and he's watching the show. Let's see. I can't pronounce. Masoot is back there on
Thank
one
you
of the.
So much. On sound.
Yeah, there he is. Hi.
Yeah.
It was so good. He was so on top of things. And Gary, who's also doing, I believe, the live stream or something. But Gary, yes. Gary also changed strings for me, which is, I've never had anyone change my strings before. So thank you for doing that. And Steve, who does the door, thanklessly, every concert. And Christopher back there, the volunteer, who's happy to sell you a drink.
And Jillian for introducing us and being a very warm host. Thank you.
What a nice night. Thank you all so much.
Oopsie. Maybe I should start it right.
You started. I'll remember how it goes.
Tell me not in mournful numbers, life is but an empty dream. For the soul is dead that slumbers, and things are not what they seem. Life is real, life is earnest, and the grave is not its goal. Dust thou art, to dust returnest, was not spoken of the soul.
That's the chorus.
Lives of great men all remind us we can make our lives sublime, and departing leave behind us footprints on the sands of time. Life is real, life is earnest, and the grave is not its goal. Dust thou art, to dust returnest, was not spoken of the soul. still achieving, still pursuing. Learn to labor and to wait. Life is real, life is earnest, and the grave is not its goal. Dust thou art, to dust returnest, was not spoken of the soul. Life is real, life is earnest, and the grave is not its goal. Dust thou art, to dust returnest, was not spoken of the soul.
Thank you.
Carla Sciaky, everybody. Thank you so much.
And thank you, Mary Flower, for sharing the night with me.